Hey guys, as you can see, we're in my bathroom and I just wanted to talk to you about my diagnosis. I went to a doctor's today and it's discovered that I have Recti divarication. You know, this is usually common in women who has had a child, because what it basically is when your stomach muscles has ripped and they're more, it sort of look like a open curtain instead of a closed one, which is really gross. Here's some workout to do. So basically this is what my stomach should look like, but this is what it looks like at the moment. So there's ab exercises that I have to do. I'll talk about all of that in a moment. I was looking online and the reason why I decided to make this video is because I was looking online and I saw so many videos about this, but it was mainly talking about either women who has had children, and there was a few videos when for men who has this as well. Because yes, it can happen to men, but there's no videos on women who has never had children and they have this for some odd bizarre reason. Now I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because I'm just like deluded, I don't know, but me personally, I acknowledge that I've gained weight. However, I don't consider myself to be a big person. And I've had this thing on my stomach since I was like 18, and I never really paid attention to it. I mean, like, it's annoying, you know, when you're young, you want to wear bikinis. But other than that, I never really paid much attention to it. It was only, the reason why I got it checked out is because I think I done that video of Plant With Me. I don't know if you remember that video. I done a video called Plant With Me. It was basically when I first got my plants and I was just like repotting and everything, and I was wearing a white cropped belly top, and at that time I was going to the gym at that time, maybe not as often as I should have been, but I was working out, I was eating healthy, but my stomach looked really, basically, I'm not going to show you everything, but basically, it's basically like this sort of bulge. I don't know if you can see this. It's like right here. So basically, it's like this bit of tissue that's just like poking out where it shouldn't be. Like the stomach wall should be closed. And from my research, there's three layers of the muscle, or the abdominal muscles. And so basically I'm going to tell you the exercises that I have to do. I have to do this one exercise where you have to, it's deep abdominal in kneeling. Whilst kneeling on all fours, contract your deep abdominal belly to keep your back still. Don't allow your back to arch or drop or your muscles to relax. Try to hold for up to 30 seconds and relax. Then deep abdominal muscles with pelvic tilt. Lying on your back with your knees bent, contract your deep abdominal as overleaf. Keep breathing while relaxed and gently curl your pelvis up. This will flatten your back against the floor and bring your pubic bone up towards you. Make sure your shoulders stay relaxed. Hold this position for up to 10 seconds, then slowly relax your pelvis back down and repeat 5 times. I did have the option of going to surgery if this doesn't, he said that I could, my doctor said that I could do surgery or I could do the muscles. There's another exercise, how to train your deep abdominal muscles. Lie down on your back or side with your knees bent. Keep your breathing relaxed. Gently draw your lower abdomen just below your belly button in towards your spine. You should not be holding your breath or sucking your tummy in. Your rib cage and shoulders should stay still. The correct movement is very small and should only involve your lower tummy. That sounds hard, but try to hold this contraction for between 10 to 30 seconds and repeat up to 10 times. Once you can do this lying down, try sitting and then standing. And also, I was also told that, if this doesn't work, I could go for surgery, but it would be a really big surgery, and I'm sort of scared about that because I scar easy. Another thing, when I was like 7, I used to have a hernia. Like I used to have an outie, and this is why I have like this scar here. And I used to get bullied for it, and it made me really uncomfortable. Kids are cruel. They used to say, "Ah, you have a willy," and I hated that. And so me and my mum, we done some research and we figured out we could get it removed, and so went to surgery, got it removed. It's just a day surgery, wasn't anything big, but that's when I learned that I scar and I have keloids, all of this, even from chickenpox. I think I've still got a few marks from chickenpox, but still. So doing a surgery where they have to cut down to your muscle in order to stitch it up, and then that is just scary. I don't know if I'm gonna look like I've been butchered. I don't know, because I scar easy. I wish I was one of these people who just heals super quick and just doesn't scar, but I'm one of those people who scars. So I feel like I might make myself worse. So I feel like I'll do these and the gym, but I have been looking on YouTube, and there is certain exercises that I have been doing which is not very good. Like, for example, certain stretches, for example, you have to sit down, cross your leg over and do that one. You know that one. But anyway, apparently that's not good for the rectomy. And so basically all I have to do really is just try and like bring my stomach back to the way it was. I mean, like when I was like 18, this is when I first noticed it, and I used to be, at that time I literally thought I was big, like I thought I noticed myself gaining weight. Obviously my body was changing, and I was coming out of that teenage girl look to more, young woman. And at that time I thought I was big. It used to really depress me. I was going to the gym a lot, but looking back on pictures, what I would give to go back to being 18, I don't know what I was complaining about. But I was a lot smaller back then, but I did notice it back then, but it wasn't as noticeable as it is now. So I don't know, like from the side, like we done some exercises. Well, he told me to look to the side and cough, look to the other side and cough. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know, it like sort of jumps up, and then like say if I lean forward, or it pokes out, and it's really horrible. There's some cases where if you've got like a bit of intestine that's like poking out and stuck between your abdominals, and it stays that way. But I don't think this is it. I feel like that's something that would probably have been detected from I was little, and so I believe my doctor is right, and I do have this thing which is annoying because I've never had children, never had a baby, never been pregnant. And so so I thought I should do a video for those women who are like me, who has this and who has never had children, And so yeah, with that being said, I want you to like, comment and subscribe and turn on your notification by pressing the bell. And yeah, I mean, I'm a little stressed out, I'm not gonna lie. On one hand, I'm thinking surgery will be quick, but then it'll be painful. I'll be out for several months not being able to do anything for myself. And really and truly, I should just do the exercises. This is what I'm going to do. He said that if it don't work, then I do consider the surgery. So I'm going to give it all to working out. I need to lose a bit of weight as well. I don't know, like, he done that because you're tall thing. So I checked my BMI and basically average weight and height, but that's because I'm tall. Like, I was wearing my coat and my trainers, stood on the scales, and it like went to like just over 80, and he said, maybe you should try taking off your coat and shoes. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then I got back on the scales and it was exactly the same. And I was thinking, okay, you know, him saying, oh, maybe you should take off your coat and shoes, is him saying, oh, you don't look like you should be that way. Try taking off your coat and shoes, maybe you'll be lighter. And so when it was the exact same weight, he was like, I was like, oh, am I, you know, do I need to lose weight? He was like, no. And then he done that, it's because you're tall thing. So basically, like, for people who's not tall like me, also another thing, I'm just over 5'9", so I'm like 5'9" and a bit. I don't know. But anyway, for people who's not tall, it's like when you gain weight and you talk about, oh my god, I weigh this much on the scales, everyone's like, it's because you're tall, it's because you have long bones, it's because you're heavy boned, it's because you're tall. And that's not really the case, because I've always been tall my whole entire life. It's not like I was short and then I just like had a sudden growth spurt. Like, I've always been tall. But it's like, when I was younger, I think I was like, obviously I was the same height as I am now, but I weighed like 2 stone less. And also my sister is taller than me and she weighs about 2 stone less than I do. And I know everyone's different, but I know that my weight isn't due to the fact that I'm tall. My weight is due to years of chocolate and excuses I tell myself to not go to the gym. So I'm going to really, really, really dedicate myself to the gym and to doing these exercises. I don't want this to get worse. And also another thing, if I was to get the surgery, how would that affect me having children in the future? Because obviously this happens to women who has had children, so they're going to do all that work and I'm going to be out of it for like 6 months or whatever, not being able to stand, having to wear bandages for however long and clean my scar and all this nastiness with pus and scars and all that grossness. And then I'm going to get pregnant to like 5 years down the line if I meet someone, and it's just going to rip back open once I get pregnant. And so is that going to cause internal injury? Because there's stitches that's been... So is it going to... What is that going to do to my insides? Is that going to do more damage? And so maybe I'm thinking I'll probably be a serious gym buff up until I have children, and once I'm done having kids, I'll be a gym buff again, and if I still have the same problem, then I will get the surgery. So that's what I'm thinking to do. So, as I said, like, comment and subscribe, turn on your notifications and do all the nice things. And yeah, Oh, and another thing, I watched the series finale of Wentworth. Oh, so sad. And then, you know what? I feel like that needs to be a whole different video. I know a lot of people don't really talk about Wentworth, but wow. So I've got a few movie reviews that I want to do, and I've got some ideas. So November should be a more fun sort of month, I'm hoping. So like, comment and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and yeah, thanks for watching.